Greetings, tubers. MIGMATIS Golf here. I made a video recently reviewing the MIGMATIS swing training aid. I love that thing. And one of the things I loved about it is, well, actually, I'll back up. For those of you that didn't see the video, the MIGMATIS is it's a regular golf club that has a couple of little hinges strategically placed on the shaft that will break when you make certain swing flaws, allows you to identify what's going wrong and correct it. But what I really liked about it was once you're correcting those flaws, you need to kind of rehearse the new swing in a controlled and slow manner to get used to that new feel, to stop that shaft from, or those hinges from breaking. And it got me thinking I should make a video about the benefits of slow motion practice. I can't stress enough how important it is to incorporate this into your regular practice routine. Because we all know that you practice a lot, right? Right. Anyway, you need to be doing this because if you don't, you're not going to get any better. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, no, if I just went to the range, and hit 200 balls a day, I'd get better. If you went to the range and hit 200 balls a day with your crappy old swing, you're just going to get better at your crappy old swing and make it tougher to change that crappy old swing. You need to practice the correct moves slowly. Why? The swing happens so fast. It happens so fast that the only thing controlling it, or the only thing controlling your muscle memory and your motor skills, is your subconscious mind. When you sign your name, your subconscious mind is in control. You don't think about it. If you did think about it, it'd be damn ugly, right? In fact, try putting pen in the opposite hand and signing your name. You'll find it's awkward. You'll find that you have to be really aware and pay attention to where the pen's going and what you're doing. That's your conscious mind. So it's interesting, right? Your conscious mind controls things that happen really easily. Your conscious mind doesn't control much, does it? No, but what your conscious mind does is it allows you to be aware, to process things, to be aware of what's going on. And so that's what you need when you practice. You need your conscious mind to be aware of what's going on, or these new moves, in order for over time it to move into the subconscious and then just become part of your swing without thinking about it. When you make slow motion swings, you allow your conscious mind to be aware of the new body positions and club positions and all that. And eventually it will move into your subconscious. Now, when I say slow motion speed, what do I mean? Well, I mean start off at 10% of your regular speed. At 10% of your regular speed, you can do everything you want to do. You can put that club exactly where you want it to be. And, you'll just be tapping the ball off the tee. If it's on a tee, it will be dribbling in front of you and you'll be all depressed. You'll be like, this is no fun. But the fun is not to be sought in hitting the ball. The fun is to be found in the new move that you're making. Am I making that move the way I want to? That's where you should find the joy. And if you are, great. And you need to become good at that. And then ramp it up, go to 30%, 70%, whatever. But at some stage, you'll get to a point where what you're trying to do no longer translates into a full speed swing or whatever speed you're at. Get a buddy to check you or video yourself, but invariably it will happen. It will happen where you're back to doing your old whatever you were doing, and these new moves are no longer there. That's a sign. That's when you back it off. You go back down to something slower that you can be aware of and control it. That's what you need to do. If you only have half an hour of practice at the range, at least 10 minutes needs to be on this slow motion stuff. If you don't have time to go to the range, you need to do slow motion drills in front of the mirror at home, or you need to practice any way you can. I don't care. You might be in the line waiting for coffee, at Starbucks. You might look like a Wally there, but you're going to be the last one laughing on a weekend in your regular match when there's some money on the line. So Moral of the story is, if you want to improve, you have to do some slow motion drills. You're not going to improve without it. Forget about pounding those 2 buckets of balls. Get down to the slow motion stuff. Okay, so while we're on the subject, it'd be tempting when you go to the range, practice this slow motion stuff, to try and work on too much. You might be tempted to think, hey, I can, because I'm going so slow, I can try and do this, that, and this. And that would be a big mistake because, unless you're a pro or some kind of like idiot savant, you just can't keep track of that many things. So I really, really, really recommend you just focus on one thing until you get that one thing down at full speed and then move on to the next. Over the years, I've made that mistake plenty of times, and it led me to, first of all, realize that I needed to focus on one thing each time. It also got me thinking on how can I be more aware of like this one area of my body. And I developed a little tip or a little trick, whatever you want to call it, in order to do that. It's very simple. And I'll make another video about that, so look out for that one. That one is really neat. It's very simple, but it really allows you to hone in on a certain part of the body to improve it. So I hope that helps. That's enough from me. MIGMATIS Golf signing off. Sayonara.